Hi, my name is Ara Araba, and today I thought I'd share with you a voiceover project that came in an email today. So the email basically said something along the lines of, "Hi Ara, really liked working with you last time. We'd like to engage you to work on this voiceover dubbing project for a documentary we're doing on internally displaced people. Would you be available to do it?" And of course I replied, yes. And they gave me more details about the project. So it's just to play the character of or to voice the character of a woman who'd been internally displaced due to conflict. So internal displacement, in case you're not familiar with the term, it's a term used in humanitarian circles to depict or to explain a situation where a person or family or group of people have been displaced, usually due to war, conflict, or domestic abuse, that sort of thing, and they don't have a place to live at that point in time. And so they wanted me to provide my voice, lend my voice to that project, to be the voice basically of a woman whose story they were telling. And what I also had to do, like the slight twist in this dubbing project, was to make sure that my voice timing, so the recording, actually matched the timings on the original video. So they'd put a placement voice, so an alternate voice in that place in order to make sure that the video guys had an idea of the timings to help them with their video. And now they want me to sort of match those timings. So that's something you have to bear in mind when you're dubbing in voiceover, dubbing being adding your voice over something that's already been pre-recorded. Just to make sure that you're aware of the timings, and particularly if you can pay attention to the pauses, particularly between sentences, or where it still makes sense. That way, when you're given the voiceover, your words still match the video. That's just something to bear in mind. But yeah, that's a project I'm going to work on now and send that off to the client and have another happy client. All right, so I thought it might be useful to show you what it looked like creating the voiceover, the dubbing voiceover. If you look on top here, this is the original voiceover. It has some music behind it, which is why you can see this low-level noise here. When I re-recorded it in Audacity, I just made sure that I kept to the 9 seconds, but I also made sure that I, as much as possible, kept close to where the pause was. But then I also gave them multiple versions of the audio. So if you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of the audio. And so this is me saying the same words, but in slightly different ways to give the client alternatives or options they can choose from when it comes to the kind of voice that they put there. So I guess I did one that sounded more exasperated, one that sounded more like it was just somebody having a conversation recounting the past. I also added another with a deeper Nigerian accent, for example, and one that was less deep. And this was just to give the client some variety. So when you're doing dubbing voiceovers, particularly when it's a very short one, you can afford to give your client different options. This also limits the likelihood of them asking for a revision or a pickup later down the line because they have different versions to work with. Hope this helps. If this is something that helps you as somebody who's aspiring to be a voiceover artist or somebody who's trying to understand a bit more about the nuances of dubbing, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up in the comments. It'd be really helpful. If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with somebody who it might be helpful to. Alternatively, if you know somebody who's looking for a voiceover artist, don't forget to send them my way. I'd love to help them out and just make them a happy client and happy customer. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. And if you're a voiceover artist, go ahead and record. Take care. This has been Ara Araba on the Voiceover Mentor channel.